Well, it's been hot out there, and it's only going to continue to be so the next several days. Almost feels repetitive at this point. The difference is today, well, we have a weather impact alert for the heat, and that's because we have an excessive heat warning and some heat advisories to mention. So peak heat indexes are going to be around 110, with some areas already seeing higher than that. So stay hydrated, stay cool. The good news is now that we're headed towards sunset, those temperatures are going to decrease. But for the next hour to 2 hours or so, make sure you're protecting yourself from the heat. These advisories are until 8 o'clock tonight, so we got another 2 hours or so. And you can see extreme heat warnings, and this is for portions of the river valley. And when you get to this level of heat and humidity, it's actually hard for your body to regulate its temperature, and that's what's prompting these extreme heat warnings. So make sure you're taking care of yourself this afternoon. We'll have some more additional advisories and alerts for tomorrow, so stick around. We'll have the latest on that coming up as well. Here's a look at the hourly forecast. If you plan to be out tonight, it's going to be hot even after sunset, so just keep that in mind. Make sure that you're dressed in breathable clothing if you're planning to be outdoors this evening, just because, once again, it's going to be hot. Tomorrow morning, River Valley is going to start in the upper 70s, maybe even some lower 80s, so tomorrow morning is also going to feel quite hot as you're headed out the door as well. Feels like temperatures for the next several days. Notice tomorrow, it's another one of those days where it's going to be hot and humid once again, up to around 110 maybe in some spots. Wednesday, Thursday, slight decrease in that humidity. I say decrease. It's still going to be hot out there. Friday, Saturday, that's when that humidity starts to kick back in once again. And then here's another look at what we're looking at. This is what we call the wet bulb globe temperature. And once we get into those extreme levels, there's a little bit of a break, but we got it Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday. That's when it gets to the point that your body can't really evaporate its sweat and regulate its temperature. So that's why we're keeping an eye on that. We'll let you know the very latest. Here's a look at the index for that. Heat stress, once we get into the extreme levels, 90 plus for the heat and for the wet bulb globe temperature, that means heat stress can actually start within 15 minutes. So you're going to want to suspend the activities once we reach those levels. So it's going to be hot and humid. It's going to be like that for a while. And here's a look at what we got for tomorrow. Highs are going to be in the upper 90s, into maybe some triple digits across the board, so it's going to be hot. The other thing too, this evening and overnight, we got some Saharan dust that's going to be in the atmosphere, so if you think it looks hazy, we've got humidity and we've got some dust to be talking about. Fortunately, I don't think there's any sort of major impacts with the air quality. We'll also have some lingering allergy issues as well. There's a brief look at that from our friends at Hedberg Allergy and Asthma. Now, we have the look at the hot and never-ending heat forecast for the next foreseeable future, and trends look to be doing this for at least the next couple of weeks. So bear with us. It's going to be hot and humid. It's finally that point in the summer where we're consistently seeing some mid-upper 90s northwest Arkansas, maybe some low rain chances with a shortwave trough that makes its way into the air by the weekend. But we're not talking any sort of major relief in the near future. So some triple digits finally on the board for the River Valley. And by the time we get to Monday, both northwest Arkansas and the River Valley seeing a little bit more in terms of that potentially excessive heat, as it's looking humid and it's looking like maybe 101 for the high in the River Valley.
Oh, that's just, I don't care how many times you do it. It just, you just don't get used to stuff like that.
No, we don't want to hear about those triple digit, even though it's really just 1 degree difference. Yeah, it's a big difference.
It feels like it's a 50-degree difference.
Psychologically, it's worse.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Joshua, thanks.